Hello and welcome to Quad Feeds with every weapon in Modern Warfare. Well, almost every weapon. I did steal this idea from Merc Music. Merc, thank you for the idea. I had a ton of fun making this. Alright, let's go into the ARs. Starting it off with the FAMAS or the FR556. I didn't get the best clip, and some of the clips I actually did have didn't save properly, so wasn't able to get all of them. Moving on to the M4A1. This one was pretty easy. This was pretty much first match on. A little bit of split action, but moving on to the Kilo 141. Personally, one of my least favorite ARs in the game, but it does have some power behind it if you have the right attachments, as you can tell from my reaction. Moving on to the FAL, which is now one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. I'm not sure if they nerfed it. I haven't played in a couple weeks. Missing a ton of shots, but managing to get that split. Moving on to the Ram 7, one of the early add-on weapons.
Yeah, I guess I'm using this dude's hand.
I had a ton of these clips, but none of them saved for some reason. Moving on to the M13. Again, I had a ton of clips for this weapon. This used to be one of my favorite weapons early game, and then just stopped using it.
Yes, I got the split.
Moving on to the AK-47. Missed my opportunity that first time. Not in a good mood. And then getting the clean. Very happy about that because I'm not very good with AKs in any Call of Duty. Moving on to the Odin, we have a split feed. Thanks to the teammate there. Moving on to the FN Scar 17. Get one there. Just start spraying into there, and then end up with the split into that dark corner. Alright, we're moving on to the SMGs now. Starting off with the MP7. This isn't just a quad feed, this is just absolute insanity because this gun, hardcore domination, it's just way overpowered. Alright, moving on to the MP5. I think this was my first game on trying for a quad feed. This definitely isn't my gun. It's very good and very powerful, but I'm just not good with it. Getting the split there. Moving on to the Uzi, my anime pack Uzi. I think I spent $10 on that. Getting 3 there. Getting in for the split there. Moving on to the PP-19 Bison. You'll notice that a lot of these clips are actually on either Rust, Shoot House, or Shipment. Those were the main maps that me and my friends had played on. Just because it was the main maps that were actually like decent in the game, but have one more AUG clip after this. I wasn't a huge fan of that first one, and the AUG used to be one of my main weapons. And for some reason I just decided to pop off in that clip. Spawn dying in the on Shoot House, as it is. And then just absolutely spraying, ran out of ammo, couldn't continue on. Moving on to the P90. Probably one of, at least my least favorite SMG in the game. Easy lineup. Have a second one because I wasn't too thrilled on that last clip. Wanted to get a better one.
How did you hit that, you sneaky bastard?
Got another split, and now we're moving on to the Marksman rifles. These were easily my least favorite weapons in the entire game, besides LMGs. But that's besides the point. Did decide to head glitch a little bit here. Just waited for that one more, and then he just popped around to my left and got him. Moving on to the Mark II carbine. This one was probably one of the easier Marksman rifles that I got, just because of how fast the fire rate is.
Like, I'll use it because I just like it, but like.
And then clean, rolling 5. And the Car 98K. I was trying this gun for hours, so you're gonna definitely hear it in the reaction that I give. I'll just let myself take over.
I'm sorry.
Why do I have the most kills
I wanted to be.
And ended up getting the split 5. Now we're rolling on to the snipers. Dragunov, easily the worst sniper. Actually, no, I can't even say that. One of my least favorite snipers in the game. Got a clean thanks to the teammate. Moving on to the AX50. For some reason, I had such a hard time with this sniper, but I ended up getting the rolling right there. And then HDR. This gun is so slow, but it's so powerful.
Fucking nuke. I had no idea what this was.
And there we go with the split.
Yeah, that was me.
Now we're moving on to the LMGs, my least favorite gun category, easily. SA-87 shouldn't even be classified as an LMG. There's just not enough ammo. And then ended up getting the rolling quad there. And then we got the M91. The LMGs were easy, but they're just so slow
Fuck their whole team's dead.
and just so cancerous to use, but we ended up getting a split there. And then we got the G36, or in this game, the Holden 26.
Your shit with that pistol, stop using it.
Why?
He's getting a nice rolling there. Rolling very split. I couldn't get anything better.
Killed me with it. Give me one more.
Not even using a pistol.
Thank you.
And then we got the PKM,
Fuck you.
and then just absolute monstrosity of
Right next to
spraying
you, you're a fag.
and getting the split there.
I'm ready though. I'm ready.
Now we're on to the MG34.
You both split it.
MG34. It's an alright one. It's very slow, has very little ammo, such as the SA-87. Now we're moving on to the shotguns with the Model 680. And luckily I had that guy AFK for the clean 5 there. And then the 725, more known as the most overpowered shotgun in the game, and rolling it in for a triple collat clean 5-man. Now we're on to the R90. Easily my least favorite shotgun. Getting the split there and getting killed from behind in the corner. Now we got the Origin 12.
Oh god, this shotgun is over.
It's such a spammy shotgun that it requires no skill. And now we're moving on to the pistols. Probably my favorite category. Got the Desert Eagle, or the .50 GS.
But it also
Such an easy weapon to get kills with,
as time fucking lowered.
whether on hardcore or not. Getting that split right there. And then we got the X16.
Got it. It's so
Gonna camp a little bit, keeping the hard point there. And we're gonna run around. And luckily he didn't have the skill to kill me, so.
I don't mind it.
Then the M19, I think this was my first
Already
game
done.
on with it,
Already
trying to get the quad feed, and you can hear me say that I'm gonna have a hard time with it, and then instantly get the split.
One more.
And then we're on to the 1911.
Yes.
It's a great pistol,
I want it.
not enough ammo though.
I just want to be done with this weapon.
This was the pistol that I used the least of, and we got the split right there. Then we're using the 357 Magnums, and no, I am not using Snake Shot to get this quad. And then we got the split right there with the collat. Alright, we're moving on to the launchers. Now, the only launcher that I didn't get was the Joker, because that was just all based on luck, and I just could not get it. And then we ended up getting the rolling split 5, and these were on my stream. I'm not sure if this one counted, but this is the Strela P, and I ended up getting a quad feed on the same 2 people. Then we're on to the RPG. Get a triple there, and then a double there for the 5-man.
Form of autism.
Alright, now we're going to move on to the added or DLC weapons. Unfortunately, I didn't get all of them, but most of them here. A lot of the newer ones that came out in October, November, I wasn't able to get. And we got the clean 5 right there with the AN-94. Got a second AN-94. Got 2 right there. And then holding it out for the clean. Now we're moving on to the Bruin MK9. Probably the most overpowered LMG. I actually didn't even have the gun fully unlocked. I just had the one of the gun or blueprints for it. Ended up getting the clean right there. And then got a second one on here. I ended up just getting lucky because that guy was just AFK and I just started spraying. Now we're moving on to the CR56 AMAX, also known as the Galil, as people said whenever it first came out. Personally, I love this gun. It's super powerful. Attachments you get can just be absolutely amazing. I believe I have 2 of these clips.
No, that was the last game.
And then I got lucky because the entire team just spawned in. I know we got 1 more after that. And then a split right there. And then keeping it rolling for a split 5. And rolling 6. Now we're on to the Vector, or known in this game as the Fennec. I'm not going to lie, I hated this SMG so much. Just not enough ammo, too much fire rate. Now we're on Vacant with the Fennec as well. As you see, I got that extendo mags on there. Was camping a little bit, I was just trying to secure the headquarters. Ended up getting a split 5. Now we're on to the Growl. An absolute amazing gun. At least before the patch for it. I'm not sure if the nerf affected it that much. Now we're on to the ISO, one of the newer weapons that were just added.
The last
Sorry, I
3
was just
times
lobbing
I've
an
died
RPG
now.
into their spawn.
Yeah,
I wasn't
they
necessarily-
were-
I wasn't sure how I felt about this, but this was probably, I believe, my second or third game on, and I ended up getting a clean right there. Now we're on to the Renetti. Easily my second favorite pistol, right behind that Deagle. And then ended up getting a triple through the smoke, rolling it on for the clean 4. And then we're on to the Barrett or the Rytech AMR. I had so much trouble with this. This was before the patch to fix the accuracy of that weapon, and I just absolutely hated it. Now we're on to the SKS or the Spam Machine 5000. As you can spam that trigger so badly, as you can see in this clip, just starting to spam and ended up getting that clean. And then this was the gun that took over my main
I wish I could show you how many guns.
from the AUG, and I have way too many clips of this for this weapon.
Rolling 5.
Clean rolling 5. And then you got Shipment on here, just absolutely mowing these people down. Got to reload, unfortunately, but we ended up rolling it out for the rolling 6. Absolute beast of a weapon. Just so overpowered. Clean 5.
Are you feeling multiplayer or duos tonight?
I'm not really sure right now. I'm still like trying to get back into the game a little bit.
Just such a great gun.